Luke and welcome to Down from the Attic. So, the channel's recently hit 500 subscribers, and with this being the 40th episode, I think it's time to mark it with something viewers have been asking for quite some time. This is Tornado Rex, and this game is fantastic. It's a perfect example of the weird and out there concepts that 90s games came up with. Let's get this thing down and have a look at it.
First off, this box is enormous. It's easily one of the largest games in my collection, and when you start to take the components out, it becomes apparent why. The board, similar to Fireball Island, is a 3D moulded plastic mountain. This is comprised of two pieces that clip together down the middle. There's 8 plastic adventure figures. These are really nicely sculpted and designed, and they have this rubber base to them which I'm sure is just there to give the figures a bit more sure footing. There's Tornado Rex, this clear spinning top, and the top of the mountain, which is the launcher for Rex. Presentation, I mean, what to say really. This game looks really special, and whenever I've brought it out, it's always impressed people with this board. There's a really nice airbrush quality to the way the mountain looks, and remember, someone had to sculpt the way this looks too. It really is quite an achievement. The game is relatively simple in its gameplay. Players need to get both of their explorers up to the top of the mountain. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, it would be if it wasn't for Tornado Rex. Wake up Rex and he'll come whirling and twirling to give your playpiece a hurling. He'll ping your players off the track, into the valleys, and even way off the board. Everyone starts at base camp. You can choose to get one piece up to the summit and then start moving your second piece along the track, or you can try to move both of them up at the same time. This does, however, mean that both your play pieces are prone to being knocked over by Rex. And if you get knocked over, you go right back to the start. My copy here has a spinner to determine your movement. I have seen variants of this game that use cards. I can't say I've ever seen another version with a spinner, however. Maybe I got lucky, maybe it's a weird variant on the game, I don't know. Anyway, spin the spinner and it tells you how far to move along the track. And there's a few different actions here. Switch or move 11 allows you to switch places with the person furthest ahead, or move 11. This is particularly satisfying, especially when you're right at the beginning and someone's right at the top of the mountain. Split 8 means you can split 8 moves between your two men. Go back 5, well that's simple enough to follow. Chopper allows your character to move the same square as the player furthest ahead. And then, there's Rex. Spinning Rex is something that every player looks forward to, even if it's something that puts them in harm's way. The top of the mountain is a launcher for Rex. It's a mechanical spinning top. No batteries here, which I love. Rex will come hurtling out of the cave and down the track, knocking anything and everything out of his way. This is such a fun and inventive obstacle for the game. What a genius inclusion to the game. There's a true rush of Rex just missing you by a hair, and the excitement and laughter of him attacking your opponents. It never gets old seeing Rex tear along this track. But the track isn't as straight-laced as you think. There are numerous paths and shortcuts Rex could run down, multiple paths and corners. These cut-throughs on the straights where he could hop down. This all adds to the random chaos of the game, and again, someone had to sculpt in these additional paths, and I'm so glad they did. Having Rex jump a path or completely miss you is such a thrill. There are these cave spaces you can opt to use, these little slots that your figures sit in, and these negate the chances of you getting hit by Rex. But not entirely. Yes, it's entirely possible for Rex to knock someone just right to bounce them out of a cave. Let's address the elephant in the room, or should I say, the Tasmanian Devil. This is Taz. It's the Tasmanian Devil. I mean, it really is. It's a legally distinct Taz. And doing a bit of reading, this game was supposed to be a Taz game, but the licensing all fell through at the final hurdle, and with a quick patch to the graphics, Tornado Rex was shipped out. Warner Brothers, you really missed a step there. This game would have sold thousands. Tornado Rex is a really fantastic vintage game, and I really do find myself questioning why this hasn't been remade. There's little else to compare it to accurately. Yeah, it's got a 3D board like Fireball Island, and an obstacle that knocks your play piece over, but that's where the similarities end. I have never seen a board game using a spinning top in this manner, and it's amazing that it works as well as it does. There's not been a single player I've played this with who hasn't enjoyed the experience. This, however, is not an easy game to find complete and in good condition. That 3D board can be subject to cracks and breaks, and Rex himself can also break. And the other factor? This is rare. This is a patch job production essentially for a failed license, a means of getting returns on already manufactured parts. It was out for 1 year, and as such, finding one for less than £150 is a rare thing. I got incredibly lucky with my copy and bought it at a stupidly low price on eBay, and I genuinely cherish having this in my collection. If you stumble across this one out in the wild, buy it. Don't question it, just get it. Tornado Rex is dizzying fun.
I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who subscribed and supported the channel over the years. Never thought I'd get up to 500 subscribers, and I really don't know what to say other than thank you. I realise there's been a bit of a gap between this episode and the previous one. I went on vacation to Walt Disney World for Halloween, which was fantastic, and I managed to pick up a couple of more board games and toys there to show you, so looking forward to doing those ones for you. Had a bit of family stuff to do as well, so that always takes precedence over the channel. I try to get these videos out as often as I can. With that all behind, I plan on doing some excellent new videos. I've got new games, new toys, new vintage games that I all want to show you. So, as always, I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you again soon.